If you've ever replayed a conversation in your head long after it ended, wondering if you sounded awkward, too quiet, too intense, too much, this might feel familiar. You leave the interaction, and instead of moving on, your mind opens a tab. You reread your own words. You analyze their tone. You search for a pause that lasted half a second too long. You think about the text you sent and whether the period at the end sounded cold. It doesn't look dramatic from the outside, but inside, it can feel relentless. People who overthink every conversation often believe they just have anxious thoughts or that they lack confidence. But it usually runs deeper than that. Overthinking conversations is rarely about the conversation itself. It's about what the conversation represents, because every interaction carries a quiet question underneath it. Am I still accepted? When you replay what you said, you're not just analyzing words. You're scanning for signs of rejection. Did I annoy them? Did I overshare? Did I seem stupid? Did I shift the mood? It's not about perfection, it's about safety. And for many people, that pattern didn't start in adulthood. It started in environments where emotional validation was inconsistent. Maybe praise came when you performed well, but distance came when you expressed too much. Maybe affection felt unpredictable. Maybe approval depended on being easy, calm, impressive, or useful. When validation is inconsistent, the nervous system learns something important. Connection is fragile, so you adapt, you become observant, you read micro-expressions, you measure tone changes, you anticipate reactions, and over time, this hyper-awareness turns inward. Now you monitor yourself the way you once monitored others. You don't just speak. You watch yourself speaking. You don't just exist in the interaction. You evaluate your performance in it. That's where social rumination begins. It feels like overthinking, but it's actually self-surveillance. And that self-surveillance is trying to prevent something. The subtle withdrawal of warmth, approval, or belonging. Here's where it gets interesting.